Hi, this is Bill Watkins, and again, thank you, especially if you've been with us through this series. Thank you, because I have a feeling that everybody here at some point has had to tackle the tough stuff, and maybe you're in the middle of that right now. There are people in the Ukraine, there are people in this nation who are struggling with gas prices that are approaching $5 a gallon, who are struggling with shortages, who are struggling with danger, who are struggling with economic uncertainty, and they're struggling with God as they're struggling with that. God says, wrestle with me. It's okay. I can help you if you'll be honest with me. But I want to take you now to a change in the way we talk about tackling the tough stuff. Jesus never denies that we will have tough stuff to tackle. But I want you to listen to what he says in John chapter 16, verse 33. He said, "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." He says it's a part of being in the world that you're going to have tribulation. The word tribulation is an interesting word in the Greek, but it means to be put under pressure. It's the idea of being squeezed in a vice or in an olive press where the juice was coming out, where that olive oil was coming out. He says that's the kind of world we live in. And the world is always going to be a place of pressure. Kids in school have the pressure of tests and peer pressure that's going on all the time. As we get older, believe it or not, we still have peer pressure, and it's going on all the time, but we also have the additional pressure of taking care of those who are utterly dependent upon us. And sometimes that's not easy to do. In this world, you will have tribulation. We're living in a society that has become more and more antithetic toward Christian points of view. And you'll find the criticisms come from all sorts of places. How do you handle that? Jesus says, "These things I've spoken unto you, that in me you may have peace." He said, in me you can have peace. In the world you'll have tribulation. But then he says, "But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." The word that's translated "be of good cheer" is one word in the Greek, and it's tharseo. Tharseo means to have courage. Jesus is saying, yes, you're under pressure. Have courage. Be courageous in the world. Why? He said, because I have overcome the world. He said, you need to understand this. I've already been in the world, and I have suffered in the world, and I have overcome the world. When you go back, those things that he spoke, he's speaking in that upper room. And listen to what he says. This is backing up a couple of chapters. "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. He who does not love me does not keep my words, and the words which you hear are not mine, but the Father's who sent me. These things I've spoken to you while being present with you, but the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will bring to your remembrance all things that I said to you. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. You've heard me say to you, I'm going away and coming back to you again. If you loved me, you would rejoice because I said I'm going to my Father, for my Father is greater than I. And now I've told you before it comes, that when it does come to pass, you may believe. I will no longer talk much with you, for the ruler of this world is coming, and he has nothing in me. But that the world may know that I love the Father, and as the Father gave me commandments, so I do. Arise, let us go from here." I want you to listen to what he said. He said to his apostles, you can be sure that what you're telling people is my word, because I'm going to send you the Holy Spirit. And he will bring to your remembrance everything that I've said, and he will teach you everything that I haven't been able to teach you while I'm still here. He said, but what I want you to know is that when you come to the darkest moment in human history, the day that Satan seems to prevail and he takes me and crucifies me, that Satan isn't the one who's doing it. He said, he has nothing in me, so that you may know that I love the Father and I do as he commands me. He said, listen, love controls my destiny. Obedience controls my destiny. Satan is not in charge. The Roman government is not in charge. The Jewish people are not in charge. The mobs that are screaming at me are not in charge. My Father is in charge, and I'm in charge. Hold on to me, and you can have courage. I have overcome the world. And he did, and rose on the first day of the week to say, death hell, sin, and the grave will not win. I will. Trust him. Thanks for watching.